What's going on, guys? This is True Reef, and I am never good at getting the camera before I get something done. But anyway, basically, what I'm doing now is, I guess, not even necessarily bubble scrubbing, but somewhat bubble scrubbing. And I know it does help the SPS coral, but as you can see, these little marks here, that's all like algae that's growing on the tank. So, including, let's see if we can get in there. I have little pieces of cyanobacteria in the tank. So what I did was I pretty much just bought some red slime. I'm sorry about that. Bought some red slime, ultra red slime, and I have tons of oxygen going in the tank. I mean, it falls down there. It falls here as well. It falls from there, so it's tons of oxygen, including the protein skimmer, which I did not turn off. It's still running. It's doing pretty decent so far. I did adjust it, which is what the actual box says. I know a lot of people tell you turn the skimmer off. I would just say adjust it, man. Do what it tells you. But for the most part, I'm only running that for probably like 3 minutes at a time, and I'm gonna take it out sooner or later. But I do have my pumps, PP20 Jabul pumps, on max right now. And they move tons of water. So right now, like I said, I'm just doing a little bubble scrubbing. I do see like the excess stuff coming out the SPS cores, which is what you want to see pretty much, which is a good thing. But anyway, we're going to see how this turns out. I should have recorded it before and after. Can you see all that? This is algae, and it's algae that you can't get to with the scrubber. See, you can see it here, and like I said, the scrubber couldn't get to it. So hopefully it takes it out as well, and we should see how that works. But anyway, it's a 7-foot tank, and then you cannot see the other end of it. And I wanted to show you guys the spread. There's tons of bubbles in the tank, but as you can see, pretty much the bottom of the tank car here, it's lit up. This is a 7-foot tank. And only the 2 Jabors are on. I'm telling you, these things have the power to light up at least 3 feet. At least 3 feet. And most can't do that. They always say like 2 feet, but they're at least 3 feet, 36 inches. So this little top area from where my finger is up, only dark part, but all of that is pretty much covered with the Jabor lights. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this off and we'll show you guys the update in, I guess, 2 days. Okay, this is without after the bubbles have stopped scrubbing pretty much, and I turned one of the Jabors off so you guys can get an actual sighting of this. So as you can see, that's one Jabor, and I probably have them about, I guess, about a good 20 inches off the water, maybe like 16 inches. But that's a beautiful spread. I'm gonna cut this other one on and show it to you. They do have buttons to cut them on. They are Wi-Fi as well, but I don't deal with the Wi-Fi because I don't actually like the Wi-Fi settings. But anyway, as you can see, that D right there, that's it. And that whole tank is lit. Of course, that is a metal highlight in the middle there, and it does wonders when it comes to, I feel like metal highlights, any coral that's pretty much on its deathbed or something like that, or just hard to keep on the LEDs, put it on the metal highlights, see, watch it kind of turn out for you. They always come back. I don't know what it is with the intensity, maybe, I don't know. But and when it comes to LEDs, intensity is kind of tricky to get right, to be honest. So with that being said, there is tons of stuff out there that shows you how to get the LEDs right, but like I said, I deal with that metal highlight for now. The little bubbles. Okay, it's not bad. But anyway, I'm just showing you guys that. You can see that little V, that's all I have. We're missing when it comes to the LEDs lighting up this 7-foot tank. I guess it would be worthwhile showing the metal highlight 14K Phoenix bulb on by itself. That's the coverage of it. So if you see the LEDs and then the coverage of the metal highlight all together, it's a complete blanket of light. But anyway, it intersects pretty decent as well. because as you saw, the LEDs was only dark there. And look at the metal light. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. Alright guys, this is 48 hours after adding the red slime to the tank, the red slime remover to the tank, and everything looks good. I didn't see anything adversely wrong with the corals when it came to their health, especially the SPS coral. And but I did see a good sign, which was that the corals actually looked better after I did that bubble scrubbing ordeal to boost the oxygen in the tank. And the SPS, polyps were out extremely, extremely happy basically. And all the zoas, they're out. Nothing happened to those as well. That frog spawn back there, the chalice corals, this top chalice is croaking out, but it was actually dying when I got it. I thought I could save it. Apparently I couldn't, so not sure what's wrong with that one, and I didn't pay for it. So, but anyway, like I said, all the zoas. I'm considering adding way more zoas here. I'm gonna just fill this whole area up with zoas and get that popping. Get this chalice mountain. Get some more chalices. Probably one to three more chalices, and I'll be good here. Find some little odd coral to put there. This bugger, I'm gonna let it cover this entire rock. I have pieces of it almost everywhere and a ton of it there. But this acan doing great. That Favia still doing pretty decent. And Lobo is getting massive. Looks pretty decent. The tons of Monty. Oh yeah, the Mystic Monty is starting to get its color. It's starting to look red. The little blue. And hopefully it covers that entire rock. My SPS in the back here, they're all doing pretty decent. The bonsai, the blue tip stag, the orange digi, and the white widow back there. As you can see, those green tips are coming in up the top. My yellow tip paletta is doing decent. And like I said, I had to frag that millie that was there. I fragged it like 4 times, and the frags are doing fine, but the piece was gone, man. I couldn't keep it. The frag of the white widow, this pink lemonade corals doing pretty decent, looking real good, coming on, facing out. That cat's paw in the back doing good. Poison envy, I forget the green one here. The white widow, I guess the colony that every piece come from, but it's under the metal highlight. It's not coloring up nearly as fast as it does under the jabors, but it does have great polyp extension. The color is coming and it grows, heals itself pretty good. Once I frag a core, I normally put it under the metal highlight to get it heals itself back. That piece is the yellow tip paletta. As you can see, it's growing pretty decent. It actually broke off. I just stuck it there. That one on the right in the back is the millie that I fragged up. As you can see, it's pretty much, that was the, I guess, the body of the colony. It died off. I put it back in the tank just to see what it'll do. It did die off. The blue slimer beside it's doing good. My what is this? The strawberry shortcake looking great. It's growing pretty decent. Keeping its good color. The my aqua delight, as you can see, doesn't look like an aqua delight, but it is pretty decent. Pink body with red polyps, so that looks good. The PC rainbow is starting to green out, but it's basing out like crazy. It's growing pretty decent, so I can't ask for too much with that. Let's see what's next. We got the Miyagi tort. Finally getting this green color on the back. I bought it and it didn't have the green on the back, but it was all purple. So, but it's starting to get its green, so that's good. Monties are doing good as usual. The Enchilada looks amazing. It's not growing as fast as the Favias, but it's definitely growing. My bicolor frog spawn is doing good. My RRVN coral is doing pretty decent as well. Basing out, the colors look amazing. Got like 3 of them in there, 3 different colors. This was supposed to be a blue, I think a blue staghorn, and it's apparently green, so whatever, not tripping about it. Still have Aptasia. My Acans are doing pretty decent. They're all looking good. This orange, I forget what those mushrooms are called, but they all always do pretty decent. Have more there. See what else we can get you. We got the purple stylo. It's doing great. All the corals are doing good. They're looking great. The orange Setosa, my other white widow. I fragged that coral so many times, including that Millie back there. That Millie that's right there is the Judge Judy Millie that I was just telling you about. I fragged so many pieces. That was the first piece I fragged, and it's actually growing much bigger. So it was actually the size of that one, which is another piece, and now it's that size. So I just fragged the whole Millie up, hoping to save it. Hopefully all 4 pieces. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hopefully all 4 pieces make it through. If that'd be great if it do. My F-Flow looks great. Colors are good, but it doesn't have that blue to it, to the tips. I'm getting like a teal color, like a turquoise, but that's fine. The Bacillopora, another piece of that yellow tip, the orange Monty, the Lepto. I put those in a frag plugs up there, just so that Lepto have a piece to grow on, and I'll break it off. I'm just frag it that way. This Setosa, this big colony of the Setosa that I have, not Setosa, Cephastrum. And as you can see, it's getting on the back wall there, which I'm completely fine with. My 24K millipore, it died. Millies don't like my tank for so far, and that sucks because millies are some pretty decent corals. That's another piece of that Judge Judy millie. I did not frag the 24K millie because it was only one stock, and whereas the Judge Judy had like 4 or 5 different ones. So this is the Red Bull Acro, and it's doing great. It's growing, polyps out. My pink bird's nest that I told you guys, I mean, at halfway, I mean, it was pretty much dead when I got it, and now it's growing, looking good. Got tips, great white tips, and I mean, it's just going great. Right next to this yellow Bennett acro, and as you can see, it has based out, and I mean, started throwing arms everywhere. I'm wishing all the rest of them would start doing that, but I guess they have their time when they decide to do it. Another piece of that white widow, and like I said, I fragged it many times. We do have a frag swap coming, so I might end up just giving pretty much selling a couple of those in the frag swap. This is my, of course, a green Bacillopora. I got tons of that too. I'll probably sell about a few frags of those just to get rid of them. I will extremely be fragging this bugger up. This candy cane is doing pretty decent. The bubble coral, and one of my favorite Fabias in the tank by my bang guy, or the bang guys by it, is this rainbow Fabia, and it looks great. But anyway, like I said, guys, this is the update. As you can see, the red slime is pretty much, well, not necessarily red slime, but it's somewhat gone. I do have a patch here and a little patch that's inside of the torch. By the way, the torch is doing decent as well. Lights just came on not too long ago. But anyway, and I also have the T5s off right now. But anyway, oh yeah, I bought 2 new fish. The maroon clownfish here. As you can see, the yellow damsel is acting like a damsel. But anyway, they're doing good. They're not, they do get messed with by that, but they are like 2 days in the tank. So, but they are doing great. As you can see, they are eating. They look fine, and they don't have any like picks or nicks on their tails to show that they're getting actually bullied on. So, as you can see, they are getting pushed around by the yellow damsel, but the yellow damsel do that to anything that is smaller or the same size as him. If he could do it to the tangs, he would. But anyway, this is True Reef, and this is an update. Oh yeah, I have started to dose this. So it's Calc Plus 2 by Brightwell Aquatics. And it's calcium, magnesium, and strontium. That's the plus 2, the magnesium and strontium. They, of course, you know calc raises your alkalinity, so I guess they just didn't feel the need to put that on there. But anyway, this is Reef, and I'll catch you guys on the next. Oh, I'm going out of town today too, so basically, I've set this up for my father. He's gonna watch the tank for me, and it's gonna keep up with Cosmo for me, which is my dog. So, catch you guys on the next.